It seems Mattel is high on success with the Barbie movie making a big splash at the box office, and now they're wanting to create an MCU. No, not that one. A Mattel cinematic universe. Ooh, snap. Barbie is a success. No one can deny that. With its S-tier marketing team and its rivalry with Oppenheimer on the internet, it was destined for greatness. But how far is Barbie's parent company Mattel going to take it? A sequel? Well, in today's day and age where 95% of the movies in the theater are sequels or reboots, yeah, might as well call it a Thanos because that's more than probable. It's inevitable. But no, friends. Mattel has said that they want to use their other IPs and create a Mattel cinematic universe. But what else does Mattel own? Well, a lot more than you may think. Everything you see on screen is owned by Mattel Incorporated. Some standouts being Hot Wheels, Barney the Dinosaur, Uno, Bob the Builder, Apples to Apples, and way too many to list. But actually, Mattel has their eyes set on 14 properties, including Polly Pocket, Barney, Thomas and Friends, and American Girl. With some of these having producers, stars, or even plot lines already lined up, it seems Mattel was banking on Barbie being a success because this isn't something you whip together in an afternoon. Unless it is, which in that case, that's impressive. Can I just say that all these feel like a fever dream? But let's take a look at some of them. It seems an adult Barney the Dinosaur movie produced by Daniel Kaluuya is in the works, and it will apparently be, quote, off kilter. I can only imagine what this movie will be like. I mean, ever since we got that live-action Winnie the Pooh horror movie, it seems no childhood franchise is safe. I heard this somewhere about Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey, but just because you can do something doesn't necessarily mean you should. Barney has been kind of this horror story type character with his unblinking stare and unnerving smile ever since the World Wide Web became a thing, but the difference is that those were just internet stories created by some middle-aged men in their parents' basement, to where this is official. Not sure yet what to think about Barney becoming an adult film, but one thing's for sure, I can only imagine all the lore possibilities. We're also getting a Hot Wheels movie produced by everyone's favorite Star Wars producer, JJ Abrams. He describes the movie will be grounded and gritty. Unlike my expectations of making a living doing YouTube, am I right? I'll see myself out. The studio that will produce this emotional film about a 7-year-old's favorite toy is Warner Brothers, the same studio that brought you the Barbie movie. We'll see about this one, JJ. We'll see. Remember Rock'em Sock'em? Yeah, that tabletop game with robots where you have to knock each other's heads off. That actually sounded way more off-putting than I intended. Oh, well, we'll roll with it. Yeah, well, that game, it's getting a movie as well. And it's being produced by Universal Studios and starring, I kid you not, Vin Diesel. That's right, Mr. Fast and Furious himself is taking a break from family and cars and is starring in a movie about a robot wrestling kids game. Not gonna lie, Mattel and Universal, it probably sounded cooler in your heads. Anywho, the list goes on and on, from a movie about Major Matt Mason starring Tom Hanks to a Magic 8-Ball PG-13 thriller movie. Sounds like the beginnings of a bad punchline. What do all of these have in common? They're all popular nostalgic toys and they all have big names attached to them. It seems the only thing Hollywood can make nowadays is nostalgia enticing movies that target people who grew up with these franchises. And said franchises will have big names so that the major fans of these names will go see the movie even if they never grew up with the franchise. Not only that, but they also garner huge headlines, racking up free publicity from their friends down on social media central. But we're part of the problem here, friends. I can't blame these studios because we just keep going to the theater to see these stupid contraptions. And the main goal for these people is to make money. Why risk it on something that might not do well when we can guarantee success on a proven franchise? It's a loop we're stuck in, and it seems only indie film studios like crowdfunded Angel Studios or American Studio A24 are willing to take that risk. And even if the movies do become a success, it's just a matter of time before big studios like Disney or Universal swoop in and grab it up and make it a franchise. Which isn't a bad thing, as long as we continue supporting independent films and shows.